and you think in your mind like Cube, like what could Cube's probably like an Aries type dude, or he might be one of those Scorpios, or maybe even Leo, somebody that got some, but appearances can be deceiving. So Ice Cube is actually a Virgo Ascendant, right, which is quite interesting, right?
Let's go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah, let's pull him on up. So you know
Boom.
he's Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo generally, and I say generally because this is always general. We always get down to the hairline understanding of something to really say this is what it is. But generally speaking, right, Virgos are not ones to be individuals that are known to be contentious in the sense of being bravado, having a bravado, or having kind of a tough character, or come off a little abrasive, or um, come off even a little rough. And Virgos, they're actually very intellectually oriented. In fact, they're probably one of the more intellectually oriented signs, considering that they are not only the Mula Trachona, but they're the exaltation of Mercury. That's the sign where it's exalted in. So, Virgo, by far, and the majority of the many that I have met and known and done consultations for, they do all have the gift of gab, right?
Yeah.
Very articulate, very well thought out as far as their responses and their conversation. So this comes as no surprise that Ice Cube, which is who is a wordologist, right, a master, right, with regards to the use of his vernacular and communication skills, it falls perfectly under Virgo Ascendant, right, with his abilities, as far as his gift of gab.
Yeah.
Um, and Mercury rules signs, Gemini or Virgo, right? They just flow, right? Their words just come out. It's almost like their words are kind of already prescripted before they even get to the point of saying them, because they have a keen grasp of that left brain function.
Hmm.
And so the thing about who he is and how he comes off, you know, in this astrology, we don't localize things into just Virgo. Virgo has other compartments that do different things, and so, you have Uttara Falguni, right,
Hmm.
which is a leadership type of communal overall type of. The energy is more focused on politics and things like that. Uttara Falguni, which is the first portion of Virgo. Then you have, right, Hasta, right, which is what I would consider Virgo proper, right.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have Chitra, right, which is also Virgo, but it's the later half of Virgo.
Hmm.
And this particular portion of Virgo, right, is ruled by Mars. So it actually has more of a martial, kind of heated, and intense, passionate disposition. And that's what you see with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
It,
Perfectionist.
in fact, yes, all Virgos love perfection, right? But Chitra Nakshatra is keen on perfection, meaning they will make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed.
Hmm.
Right, my friend. Right, right. This is how they operate, and so when you understand how someone like this, the other thing that the nakshatras produce is that each one of them is ruled by a deity, right? And so the deity of Chitra is Chavastar, which is literally the god of the creator god, the god that fashions the weapons of the gods, right? He's the one that creates and shapes mankind, right? Um, Also considered Hephaestus, right, in the Greek mythology. These things pan over into different systems, y'all. So also it can be would be like kind of close to Ptah, right, in the Kemetic tradition, right? That which is, or he who creates or fashions things, right? And so he's definitely that, right? Ice Cube is one that, I mean, from the inception of, in fact, he is the one that wrote a lot of their lyrics with regards to NWA.
Oh yeah. I mean, Easy E. I mean, you like Easy E. I mean, that's Q wrote pretty much all of his stuff until they split.
So NWA is Ice Cube, right? In a sense, the creation of it, the the ideology of it, right? The
Yeah.
process of how it comes off with, you know, there's no gang mentioned in it, but you can feel the gang energy through it, right? You can feel the gangster vibe with it, right? But they never said Crip or Blood in any of the songs, right?
No.
So it takes a mind to think and say, we're gonna do this in this way, but we're not gonna portray it all the way this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty crafty individual, right?
Yeah.
We didn't start getting into the gang stuff until DJ Quick started hitting, with
He was
his whole,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
before then, it was like
Treetop.
sacrilege to say something, in that regard. And so, um, growing up as he did, growing up in West LA and South Central, right? You come off, you have to have some type of edge to you in order to kind of make it. And that Shitra Nakshatra gives him some of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gives him some of that bravado and courage that Mars would generate, because Mars is the co-ruler or co-lord of Shitra. And speaking to that, it's funny how that third lord, that co-lord Mars, look where it's placed.
Third
It's right in
house.
the third house in Scorpio, which
Yep.
literally is the house of communication, of self-expression,
Yep.
right? Also the house of courage, right? So showing that, yeah, now you can really see where a lot of that disposition comes in, right? And Scorpio is a live, let live sign, right? When Mars is in Scorpio, it's like, look, don't bother me, I won't bother you, right? But if you come in here, right, you're gonna you're gonna
Yeah.
get dealt with. Not only that, his ascendant lord, which is Mercury, right, is actually aspected by degree, right, by Mars, which is the third lord. So again, showing more of that particular fiery, adamant, right, fearless disposition.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Virgo is just a cover stone, right? And behind closed doors, Cube is a nerd, right? He's nerdy, right?
I
Right.
mean, but you can see that, man. I mean, because just the way that he moves, you know what I mean? Like you ain't like, yeah, you see him in front of the camera and stuff like that, he do his thing, but after that, he kind of like, you know, he kind of he played the background. He married, been married. You don't hear no scandals on him and stuff like that. Like he, you know what I mean? Like that's his MO. He not known for just being out wilding out and stuff like that. He just straight up about business, take care of what you take care of, go home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot more to his life that we
Of
don't
course, of
privy
course.
to, but for what it seems, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's very well put together, right?
Yeah.